Even though that this is the successor to the original 5D, the 5D Mark II brought along a few firsts. For instance, it was the first digital camera to be used for a US presidential portrait, for a first African-American president. Also, it was the first DSLR to have 1080p video recording, and also the first EOS camera to have video recording. So despite the fact that it's almost 2 years since they first announced the 5D Mark II, it's far from being long in the tooth. So perhaps if you've got a Canon triple whatever figure D, or a double something D, I'm not talking about a bra size, surely the body of choice to upgrade to is obvious, right? Well, not really. Especially as the 5D's younger, newer sibling has got plenty of tricks in its fanny pack. For example, the Canon 7D has got a flippy-uppy flash. Whoop-de-doo. The 5D doesn't. There's more than enough when taking pictures of old people. They're hardly running about the place, are they? Now, just because you pay less for the 7D doesn't necessarily mean you get less in terms of build quality. And the body's incredibly solid. It's a magnesium alloy body. And everything feels rigid and tough, much like the 5D Mark II. In fact, gripping it feels pretty much the same. Even most of the controls are in pretty much the same place. Only just the on and off switch, which is up here on the 7D and down there on the 5D Mark II. Then we have a dedicated movie switch on the 7D, and for the 5D Mark II, that's the live view and record. Also, the 7D has got electronic leveling. Look at that. It's like Top Gun. I hear you, Goose. Okay, I'm Maverick. And if you want to get level shots on the 5D, well, you just put it down here, don't you? That was easy. Also, with the 7D, you get 100% coverage through the viewfinder, whereas the Canon 5D is only 98%. But when you look through the 7D's viewfinder, it looks great. Nice, big and bright. And then you look through the full frame viewfinder. It looks massive. You notice that the Canon 7D has got 19 autofocus points. It works very nicely too. It makes looking through the 5D viewfinder rather depressing, with just 9 autofocus points. The focusing system of the 7D is newer and much more sophisticated than the 5D one, which seems almost prehistoric in comparison.
Of course, as the 7D has a smaller sensor and a crop factor of 1.6, you either need to step back a bit or zoom out more.
Holding on to the 7D like a little baby. Actually, the autofocus of the 7D really is quite a smart ass. It seems to get it right all the time. It seems like it's got this extra-sensory, extraterrestrial ability to know what I want to focus on. The 5D, it's a bit hit and miss, it seems. I'm feeling quite hungry now. Do you fancy some seafood? Well, maybe not, actually, if they come from these waters. Fresh shrimps flavoured with a bit of used condom and syringes. What was that, pants there? Let's just get a sandwich.
As a result of the crop factor, sometimes it doesn't feel like you can get it wide enough.
So the 7D seems like a pretty sweet choice. Seemingly it has it all with 19 autofocus points, quick and accurate focusing, more weather sealing, a poppy-uppy flashy, electronic leveling, whereas the 5D only has full frame to boast about. But then these are different breeds of cameras. The 7D is more catered towards sport shooting, especially with the 19 autofocus points and a continuous burst of 8 frames per second. Whereas the 5D Mark II only has 3.9 frames per second and only 9 autofocus points. Let's have a continuous burst drag race.
Then we went for some food that didn't come from the sea and tested out the noise performance of each camera. The Canon 7D performs very nicely in terms of noise performance. Even up to 12,800, the photos are still reasonably clean. But the 5D Mark II does even better. Even up to 25,600, noise performance is comparable to the 7D at 12,800. It really benefits from the full frame. Then we went out to take some more photos. Unfortunately, the weather took a turn for the worst. Dun dun dun!
Where's everybody gone? Come out and play with the typhoon! Perhaps we'll be finding out how weather resistant they really are. I don't know if they're lightning proof though. Christ! So here we are, typhoon signal number 3. I'm standing out here with thousands of dollars worth of equipment to see how weather resistant they are. I'll fly away! I don't want flash. Go away. I'm getting soaked here. Oh, I don't think I'll need a shower tonight. That is immense. And how about the 5D Mark II? It's also waterproof. I mean, it's also weather resistant. Let's see if the improved are that much better. Oh. Oh God. Get out of the way. Stuck to me. It's like a rabbit who wants to mate. Yeah, this is actually the accountant's. It's alright. Wipe. They'll never know unless they watch this video. Okay. Now let's wipe the 5D down as well. Let's see if it still works. Yes. But I'm getting a kind of soft focus effect. Sweet.
So if you're looking to upgrade your DSLR, what would you go for? The 7D is a formidable APS-C censored camera, packing plenty of neat features, such as this superb autofocusing system, as well as blisteringly quick continuous burst, whereas this 5D Mark II is full frame. That's about it really. But that means a lot for a lot of people, including me. I want my 50mm to give a 50mm field of view. If you really want to pixel peep, the 5D Mark II really does have the edge, thanks to the full frame sensor, but it's more about the need to fill one's desire to have a 35mm size format. If you don't desire the speed of the 7D, the 5D Mark II is the way forward. Until the Mark III comes out, that is.
I think the weather's getting a bit nasty now. Can we wrap it up? Yeah. I hope Canon make a nice line of weatherproof pants. These are going to get soaked.